Hey guys, I hope you can hear me. I'm outside. I just needed to come out and get some fresh air for today. I haven't posted in a while because I want you guys to know that I only post videos that the Lord tells me to. So if He tells me to take a break for a couple of days, I do that. I don't want to just be on here posting things for views and for subscribers. I want you guys to know that I'm posting what the Lord has told me and what He's spoken to me about kingdom marriages and whatever other topics He has me to speak about on this channel, because you guys know that I do also speak about like purity, having on I've spoken about having on like the full armor of God. I try to relate different messages in my videos that the Lord has given me. Everything won't always be about kingdom marriages, but of course those things can pertain and they can be a part of what your marriage may look like. So that being said, I just want to start out with the Bible verse for you guys, and it's going to be Matthew 22 37 through 39. It says, Jesus said to him, "You shall love the Lord your God with all your heart and with all your soul and with all your mind. This is the first and the greatest commandment. And the second is like it. You shall love your neighbor as yourself." So that being said, for those of you who are seeking marriage, for those of you who are looking for your God-ordained spouse, your kingdom spouse, your purpose partner, those of you who are looking for that, please refer to Matthew 22 37 through 39, because the first commandment is for us to love the Lord our God with all of our hearts. So if we can't even do that, if we aren't even doing that, how are we going to be ready for that husband or that wife when they come? We won't be ready for them because we don't know how to love properly. So I just want to emphasize that so you guys know, like, this is how the Lord wants you to love. So pertaining to your kingdom marriages, some of the attributes that the Lord wants me to tell you guys to look for, which I've posted a video about this again, but the Lord wants me to talk to you guys about it again, like another time, which is now. So love thinks no evil. So know that your person won't be deceitful. They won't be evil. They won't have like a mean streak in them. Love chooses to forget. So just the way the Lord forgets about certain things, like if your spouse or your partner, when you meet them, if they do something that you don't quite agree with, but it's not like, I'm not talking about something that's harming you or trying to like kill you, or I'm not talking about anything like that, like abuse or anything like that. But I mean, choose to forgive, like in those arguments that are small, those arguments that you can move on from, or those confrontations that may come up when you guys are just dating and just getting to know each other, or if you're building a friendship. Choose to forget, because that's what God's love is like. Also, choose the path of love. Walk in love. Like, be kind. I've talked about the fruits of the Spirit so much in all of my videos. So exude the fruits of the Spirit. If you are confused about that, just scroll through my feed and you will find the video about the fruits of the Spirit. And love does not rejoice in iniquity, and love bears all things. So you're just like bearing fruit when you love someone truly. You're bearing the fruit, which I'll go into the fruits of the Spirit then, since some of you might not go back to that video. But the fruits of the Spirit are love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. And that's Galatians 5 22 through 23. Okay, so the Lord wants me to tell you that because He wants you guys to be able to identify your spouses when they come, because there's a lot of confusion going on right now in the spiritual realm. I know I've been spiritually attacked. Like the other night, I was laying in my bed watching TV, and all of a sudden I heard this voice in my head that was like, I want to kill myself, which that is not true. I don't want to kill myself. But that manipulating voice was definitely from the devil. I do not know where it came from. And that same night that happened to me, I was speaking to my cousin's fiance, and she told me she's been getting very intrusive thoughts, and they're in their season of getting married. And I thought, wow, like the enemy thinks he's slick, but he's not. He does the same thing, and he tries to change it up. So he tries to get me in a moment where I was isolated in my room, you know, watching television. But I just want to let you know, those condemning negative voices are not from the Lord at all. They are absolutely not. Okay? So now I want to go into, then the Lord told me this about your kingdom spouse, like what they are doing in this moment. Even if, I don't know, like some of you may not even know your kingdom spouses. Some of you may know your kingdom spouses. Some of you may be friends with your kingdom spouses. You know, everyone's situation is different, but the Lord will reveal to you who that person is. And all you have to do is pray and say, God, reveal to me who my kingdom spouse is, and reveal who I am to my kingdom spouse. It may not happen right away, but the Lord will reveal it. So what the Lord said is that your kingdom spouse is watching you. For those, and like I said, you may not know who your kingdom spouse is, you know, but the Lord is saying that your kingdom spouse is watching you. Your kingdom spouse wants to see how you obey the Lord. Like they are interested in seeing if you are truly, truly walking in the Lord, walking with the Lord, and truly seeking Him. They want to see that in you. So they're watching to see if you are the real deal. And it says, the Lord will reveal who you are to this person. So the Lord is going to reveal that. He's going to reveal who you are. That's all I'm saying. You can pray to the Lord about that, you know. Lord, reveal who I am to this person. And then the Lord will reveal who he or she is to you. The same thing. And the Lord's saying, once you guys come together, which I don't know when that would be, if that would be a year from now, 2 years from now, a month from now, 5 years from now, because, you know, we don't know. God's timing is not like our timing. But He's saying once you guys come together, it's going to happen quickly and swiftly. Again, it's going to happen quickly and swiftly. One more time. It's going to happen quickly and swiftly. Okay? And it says, He also said, your union will inspire people. Your union will inspire people, which I love that. I love that He says that. So this person that you're coming, your purpose partner, your kingdom spouse, your God-ordained spouse, this person that you're coming to meet, that's coming to meet you, when y'all come together, people are just going to be in awe and wowed about how y'all are with each other, because the Lord has been preparing both of you separately, just the way He did with Adam and Eve. They weren't created at the exact same time. He took His time with Eve. I'm sorry if it's loud, guys, but He took His time. He took His time with Eve, and that is just Him. He's going to do the same thing for you. He's taking His time with you. He took His time with Adam. He had Adam name all the animals in the field, and then He had Eve be drawn from his rib, and she was created. The Lord created her from Adam's rib, but He spent time with her because the Lord presented Eve to Adam. Okay. So your union will inspire people. It'll be something biblical. And then the Lord is saying, like, you guys deserve that fairy tale. So I was talking to one of my friends, and she was saying, man, I want that fairy tale marriage. I want that fairy tale life. And I'm like, you can have it. Of course, the fairy tales don't show us the arguing. The fairy tales don't show us like the disagreements and things like that. But the idea of meeting someone who is absolutely, just what you've been dreaming about and what you've been looking for, and the Lord aligns that will, because the Lord will align His the Lord will align His will with you if it's according to His will. I'm kind of butchering that, but if it's according to God's will, and that person is for you, and that person is your kingdom spouse, the Lord will bring that union together. And yes, it will look like a fairy tale, because think about it, guys. Our Father is the Most High King. So if our Father is the Most High King, what would that make us? That would make us princesses and princes. So why wouldn't we have the fairy tale? The Lord is saying you'll have that fairy tale love, and it'll be magnificent. So what the Lord wants me to, just the Bible verse that goes along with that would be Lamentations 3:22 through 23. It says, "The faithful love of the Lord never ends. His mercies never cease. Great is his faithfulness. His mercies begin afresh each morning. The Lord is good to those who depend on him and to those who search for him." So guys, continue to depend on the Lord. Continue to search for the Lord. Continue to be in his presence, guys. And I'm going to post these Bible scriptures also, so y'all will have them. But the Lord bless you, and the Lord keep you, and the Lord make his face shine upon you. Have a great night.